The only one way to bridge the perceived gap between your greatest relationship is to begin. Namaskar, friends. I'm sure each one of you has been taking care of their mental well being for all these days, and you all are safe and healthy within your closets. Well, with this video, I move on to our next life skill, which definitely I felt was very much in demand on the basis of a lot of emails and calls that I have been receiving from various scholars and various homes wherein their interpersonal relations were being affected because of this lockdown period. Yes, we are going to be talking about bridging the communication gaps. It is so very important to understand the importance of our communication skills, which help us in improving our interpersonal relationships, not only in our professional lives, but they are very important for our personal lives also, to which often we all really don't pay much heed. It is sad to see that many homes have been affected because of this lockdown period for staying together for such longer periods, and they have been ending up in brawls, and they have been ending up in kind of abusive relationships. uh, it is sad indeed, wherein many report that many families are having great time also with their families. But today I would like to address that we have to be aware of certain issues, certain factors that we all need to take care of, because it is not only the other person's responsibility to take care of the relationship going strong, it is also my responsibility to take care of the relationship to go on strong. Often we see that when we all are sitting together with the family or our relations together and a conversation picks up, we are all discussing a topic, and suddenly there's a difference of opinions, there are disagreements over certain parts of the conversation, and we see that words take a different direction altogether, and they just end up into something, a huge brawl which never was probably expected. So, herein, I would like to say that we need to understand that if we want to work towards bridging up of our communication gaps, there are certain factors that we always want to keep in our mind. It's not only about this period, but it's for all our lives. We need to accept that we all are different. Each one of us is different. We all have been reared up in different backgrounds. We all have had different kind of learnings. As a result, nobody is wrong and nobody is right. It is just the difference in perceptions, and it is just the way of, a different way of handling the situations. If this acceptance comes within us, I am sure we will start bearing with each other. One needs to focus on oneself. Look, you cannot assume the responsibility of changing anybody else, but definitely you can watch yourself. You can definitely watch what is going on in your mind and what aggravates you and what frustrates you. Definitely, it is very, very important to understand that when you are frustrated because of a particular situation, and it is very, very difficult to keep that point aside and just to listen to the other person, but this is what you need to do if you want to keep a healthy communication going on, or a healthy atmosphere, which definitely gets spoiled because of a bad conversation happening, a loud conversation happening. It is only possible when we keep our egos away and we listen to what they have to offer. I know it is very difficult most of the times, but yet we have to survive and we have to thrive through all these situations. Believe me, it is not only the lockdown only which is causing all this. These situations have occurred mostly in those homes wherein the relationships weren't so too good already, and how difficult it was for them to stay locked down in a closed atmosphere for so many hours together, wherein probably they didn't even, want to bump into each other. Sad state of affairs though, but yet I'm sure there is never it's never too late that we can bring about a change in our own selves as well. We each human being needs appreciation. We all like to be appreciated for what we do and what we probably are coming up with. Showing appreciation for people that you're related to goes far in opening up the communication channels. Even if you don't like it, even if you do not get a reciprocation, yet make an effort. This is a suggestion from my side. Listen closely. Quite often, when we are communicating, we have thoughts, feelings, and reactions towards a person who is talking to us. It is very important to pay close attention to what is being said, rather being just preparing for a defense or going into a rebuttal. And that is where we end up talking rudely, and we just stop valuing each other's words, and we start losing interest in what is being said, and ultimately what is affected? Our love and trust between the relationship. That is what that starts fading away. Definitely we need to take care of our non-verbal gestures. They play a very, very important role. You may be talking loudly, or you may be getting aggressive, or you may be just wanting to pose as if you're being calm, but your body language does not reflect that. Your tone, your facial expressions, your gestures, your hand movements, the way you walk about and you talk, and your body does reflect that whether you are in an acceptance mode or you are not. So my dear friends, it is very, very important that these are just very few suggestions. If only you implement them and you recognize the differences, that every individual is different. The behavior pattern of every individual, even if it's your own child, they are different. Everybody is different, and we just really need to put our mind, together and think and just try to contemplate, okay, that where am I going wrong somewhere? If only one could think this way, I am sure you will definitely be able to make an effort and bridge the communication gap. So last but not the least, once again I would say, just ask yourself, are you communicating effectively? Do ponder over this. Have a good day ahead and enjoy each other's companionship and bond well. Thank you very much.